Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CSTV. I'm your host, Kathleen Egaltoto, Madam CS, and this is the Striker. Stay tuned and have it true and true. The Striker today, we are looking at ODM's plan to impeach President William Samoei Ruto before even we reach the 2027 general elections. So basically today we are going to look at the speech by the support member of parliament, Hamis, with regard to the impeachment of President Ruto as a directive from Baba. So today, before we dive into it, if you are new in this particular channel, kindly remember to subscribe, like, share and comment on our videos, and also more importantly, turn on the notification bell so that the next time we are uploading a video, YouTube will automatically notify you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back. Kindly remember to like, share and comment on our videos and tell us the next theme that you want us to analyze. Now, a lot has been happening in this particular country recently with regard to politics, and we have seen a lot happening actually, and the syllabus is really moving very fast ever since the impeachment of the deputy president Rigathi Gachagua and the swearing in of Professor Kithure Kindiki as the new president. But of the things that actually, we saw Papo Wina and Ndindi Nyoro all of a sudden resurfaced, we saw Moses Masika Wetangula being told that is the Speaker of the National Assembly because UDA decided and not because he brought in members of the Ford Kenya. A lot has been happening. But one thing that actually is shocking this country right now, and which has actually elicited mixed reactions among the Kenyans, was the latest speech by the support member of parliament, Hamis. He was somewhere addressing people, and they said that when the impeachment motion of Deputy President Rigathi came to parliament, he asked Baba, why are we entering into a fight that is not ours? And Baba told them, we have always wanted these people to go home. Now that we have a chance to send one home, let's just send Rigathi home first, and then we will send Ruto home later. This is not the first time the support member of parliament, Hamis, is talking about the impeachment of President Ruto. Again, during the TNC Mandamanos, he spoke about the impeachment of President Ruto. And I did tell the members of parliament that the TNC had given them a platform. What they needed to do was to go to parliament and bring the motion or start the motion of impeaching President Ruto. And I'm meant to understand that in politics, people don't just wake up one day and say anything. Whatever is said in politics has a genesis and it has a direction to where it is flowing to. And therefore I'm meant to understand the Hamis, being a close ally of Baba and a royal supporter of Baba, cannot stand in such a multitude and tell people that Baba told them, let us impeach Gachagua first, then we will impeach Ruto later. It means that actually this discussion or this deal or this game plan has been discussed somewhere within the ODM corridors. And this raises a question. Can ODM actually impeach President Ruto? Can they manage to remove Ruto out of the presidency through an impeachment process? That's the first question. The second then question could be, what brought Raila and Baba together? So, as to the first question, whether ODM can be able to impeach Ruto, it's a very delicate situation because Ruto already has the numbers in parliament. Unless some members of parliament aligns themselves with the opposition and they align themselves with maybe Rigathi Gachagua, etc. But to impeach President Ruto at the National Assembly and then move to the Senate, I don't think that it's going to work for ODM. Unless some of the UDA members of parliament decides to decamp and ditch Ruto. As to what brought Baba and Ruto together, when ODM has a plan to impeach Ruto, we have to go back to what I've always said here. Politics is a game of interests. And if your interests meet my interests, then we are friends. I want to say there categorically that in the Ruto-Raila relationship, they are using each other and soon they are going to dump each other. And why I'm saying this is that Baba knew that he wanted the AU chairmanship. And he needed the support of Ruto. So he had to play cool that, you know, I'm supporting you. Because all of a sudden, Baba made an upturn and started telling us about how Ruto is the president. On the other side, Ruto knew very well that he needs Baba to stabilize the country because the mandamanos had become so much. But more importantly, Ruto needs Baba out of the Kenyan politics. So that is why the Kenya Kwanza government, especially the UDA members of parliament, rushed very fast to support Papa's bid for AU. You know, we saw Madividi talking about it. You know, Ruto even mobilizing other presidents from the East African community to support Ruto. You know, that told us one thing. That actually, Ruto really wants Raila out of Kenyan politics because Raila being active in Kenyan politics is not something that Ruto wants. It is a threat to Ruto. So he really needed Ruto out of the way, Raila out of the way. And because of that, he had to support him for the AU chairmanship. So you see in this particular case, these guys are using each other. I'm not supporting you because I love you or because I agree with you. I'm supporting you to meet my political interests. So that's the first thing why they are together, you know. But again, we see a situation whereby if Baba does not win the AU chairmanship, he will bounce back and automatically join the opposition in this particular country. If Baba does not win the AU chairmanship, there's no way he's going to work with Ruto. That's one thing that we are super guaranteed. And this process of impeaching President Ruto may start from the famous mandamanos that Baba normally leads in this country. So he will miss the AU chairmanship, comes to Kenya, blows a few whistles here and there, that this and this is happening in the government. Before we know, the people are in the streets kuandamana. And before we know now, that motion to impeach Ruto is taken to parliament. So there's a very big probability that Baba will bounce back, especially when he has this great competition from Chiputi. The probability that Baba will come back and join the opposition of this country is very, very high. And that tells you one thing, that for now, ODM and Baba is using Ruto to support Raila's political interests. And number two, in the case that actually Baba wins the AU chairmanship, I said this earlier again in this particular channel, Baba is likely to keep quiet and tell his supporters, support whoever you want to support, or even support a member from the opposition in terms of presidency, but don't support William Samoei Ruto. And he will play cool. He will not come out to campaign for anybody because his position then at that particular time demands him not to be politically active in his country. So you see, he can only maybe offer advice to some of his supporters. You know, he will tell the likes of Orengo, you know, the likes of Chuniti Muhammad, what they are supposed to do. And he keeps quiet in Addis Ababa. And he pretends like even he doesn't know what is happening in the country. So whether Baba wins the AU chairmanship or not, 98% chances are that Baba is likely to ditch UDA and send President Ruto very early in the morning home. It's important to note that also, from what Hamis spoke, ODM actually decided to join, the broad-based government, not to support the agenda of that particular government, but are actually to destabilize that government from within. Sometimes they say, if you cannot pity them, you join them. And that's what ODM did actually. They decided to enter in and fight from within. Now, right now, they have helped President Ruto impeach his former deputy, Rigathi Gachagua. Raila had a grudge against Rigathi Gachagua. And then also Ruto had his own issues against Rigathi Gachagua. So they two came together and they have impeached Rigathi Gachagua. But this process of impeaching Rigathi Gachagua has left Ruto politically naked. Rigathi Gachagua was somehow protective. Rigathi Gachagua could be able to respond to the opposition there and then. That's something that the Professor Kithure Kindiki is not likely to do. So what ODM has made sure is that President Ruto has remained politically naked. He's lost a very powerful deputy president who could protect the Kenya Kwanza agenda. He's also lost some of his strongholds in terms of political support. That is the western side of the mountain. We are not so sure whether the people from Bungoma are going to grant him support in 2027, given the rumors surrounding the Speaker of the National Assembly that his position is supposed to be taken away. He's lost the support of the youth in this particular country, and the hustler versus the dynasty, motto has lost popularity among the Kenyan youth. He's lost the trust of the Kenyan youths. So as we talk right now, politically Ruto is a very naked person. And who has managed to do this? ODM. So it is very easy for these people to manipulate this particular opportunity and impeach him, or make it governance very difficult, such that by the time we reach 2027, he has nothing substantial to show to the common citizenry that is the projects I have made since I entered government. So from where I stand, I just feel ODM is more of a mole in UDA. They are not up to anything good in that particular government. They are there to destabilize it, destroy it, and leave President Ruto vulnerable. Because Hamis is not just talking from nowhere. This is a game plan. Those are my opinions. Kindly let me get to hear about your opinions in the comment section below. And kindly remember to subscribe, like, and share this particular video. Bye-bye.